Hi everyone, we're going to evaluate each logarithmic expression, and basically what they're looking for is your power for your exponential equation. So they're looking for the p, and if we have the first one is log base 3 of 2, no that's not it, sorry. The first one we have, sorry about that, is log base 5 of 25. So when you first start these, what I recommend is, you know this, just set it to equal your power. Rewrite it so you get 5, which is your base, to some power equals your value. So just looking at this, you know that p equals 2. And the only reason you're rewriting it is you're not used to seeing it like this. Basically what you could do once you get used to this is just look at it and say, well, 5 squared is 25, and look at it that way. But until you get used to that, you might want to rewrite it. So let's do a few more, and it's going to go easy to hard on this one. So we have log base 9 of 3, and we want to know what power that is. So go ahead and set it to the power, and if you rewrite it, you have 9 to certain power equals 3. So we know that the square root of 9 is 3, so that's going to be 9 to the 1/2 equals 3, because the 1/2 means the square root. Okay, so your answer is p is 1/2. The next one we have is log base 10 of 1,000. Now we know we're looking for the power, so if you don't want to rewrite it, you can say 10 to the what power is 1,000. So go ahead and let's just set it to this. So 10 to some power equals 1,000. We have 3 zeros here, so that's 10 cubed equals 1,000. So my power equals 3. So log base 10 of 1,000. We evaluate it, and our answer is 3. The next one I have is log of 125, base 125 of 5. Okay, so I'm going to set this to p and rewrite it. 125 to a certain power is 5. We know that's going to be the cube root, so my p is 1/3. Because 125 to the 1/3 is the same as saying cube root of 125. So my p basically is 1/3. Okay. Now we have log base 4, 1 over 64. You're looking for your power. So 4 to some power equals 1 over 64. We know 4 cubed is 64. So we know that 4 to the negative 3 is 1 over 64. So my p equals -3. And the next one, I have log base 5 of 1 over 625. So if you rewrite this, we have 5 to a certain power, because we're looking for our p, is 1 over 625. We know 5 to the 4th is 625. Since we have 1 over 65, it's going to be 5 to the negative 4 equals 1 over 625. So my p is -4. We have log base 8 of 8 cubed. So we set this to p and rewrite it. 8 to the p equals my value. My value is 8 cubed. So clearly my P is 3, because we want the left side to look like the right side. Then we have log base 27 of 1/3. You're going to set this to P. So we have 27 to P equals 1/3. Now I know the cube root, if this was 27 to the 1/3, I would get 3, because the cube root of 27 is 3. But I have 1/3, so it's not going to be 1/3, it's going to be 27 to negative 1/3, because that would be 1 over cube root of 27, which is 1/3. So my P is negative 1/3. Okay, we have a few more. We're going to get a little harder. We have log base 10 of 0.0001. So we know that this could be negative, so we set this to P. So 10 to what power equals 0.0001. And basically you can count 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 10 to the negative 4. So my P equals negative 4. And let's do this one. Log base 9. Oops. It's like a G. Log base 9 of 1. Set this to your power. So we have 9 to a certain power equals 1. So 9 always looks like a G. Okay, so we know that any number to the 0 power equals 1. So my power equals 0 because 9 to the 0 equals 1. So my P is 0. This is going to come in handy later on. Let's do a nut that's getting harder. So let's do log base 8 of 4. Set this to your power. So 8 to a certain power equals 4. Now in this case, the bases aren't the same. So I'm going to change my base. So that's going to be 2 cubed. And then you multiply it by P equals 2 squared. Since my bases are the same now, I have 3P equals, 3P equals 2. So P equals 2/3. Okay, and let's do a couple more. We have log base 9. All these 9s. 9 of 9 times n plus 1. We want to evaluate this, so we set this to P. If we rewrite this, we have 9 to the P equals 9 to the n plus 1. My bases are the same, so clearly P equals n plus 1. And now we have 2 to the log. I can't see this. Base 2 of 32. Okay, so I'm going to set this to my value. If I rewrite this, this is like 2 to the P equals my n. So my P is log, and what I'm going to do is write this as 2, and if I know my logarithms, that's like saying log base 2 of n equals your p. So how I'm going to rewrite this is I'm going to say my base is 2, so I have log base 2, and my n is going to be, so I have log base 2 of 32, and my power is log base 2 of 32. So basically your p is going to be 32. So you want this side to equal this side. Okay? So you have 2 to the log base 2 of 32 equals 2 to the log base 2 of 32. And that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.